So far I watched the first two episodes of this new season of Euphoria, and I gotta say it's not as bad as people say. And this is coming from a guy who had no intentions watching the new season because you know, as you know, I do love the TV show Euphoria. I love the first two seasons. I'm pretty mad that the dude that played Fez, he died. What's his name? Angus Cloud. He passed away. And then the guy that played Nate's dad, Eric Dane, he just passed away like recently from ALS. ALS. I think that's how you say it. It's like a disease. MS. Yeah. So I was really looking forward to season three, and then when the reviews came out, everybody said that this season was terrible. It was garbage. I was like, yeah, I'm not watching this shit. And I'm kind of mad that I listened to the reviews because right now, watching the first two episodes, I still have yet to watch the rest of the season, but like so far, I really don't see what is the issue with this season. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say that season three is like the greatest writing in TV history. I'm not gonna say that. I mean, there are flaws in this season, but for the most part, the hate that this season is getting it feels forced. And most of the criticism that this season is getting is because it's different. It feels different. It's not the same show from the first two seasons because the first two seasons was them in high school. You had Zendaya's character Rue, you had Sydney Sweeney's character Cassie and Maddie, Nate, and all these characters. They was in high school. So now this season is like a time jump where it shows them as adults and dealing with real life shit and like yeah, the consequences of their actions. It's a completely different show than the first two seasons. The style is different. The score is different. The guy that did the score for the first two seasons, he's not scoring for this third season. He came out and bashed the new season in HBO. I think the score for this season is handled by Hans Zimmer. So yeah, it's a different tone. It's a different style than what we used to with the first two seasons. This is like a mixture of Breaking Bad, No Country for Old Men, a mixture of Quentin Tarantino with the Euphoria style. But man, I don't find no issue with this season. I mean, like I don't understand the hate that this season is getting. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, do I think it's the best writing? No, I'm not saying it's the best writing, but I feel like the hate that this season is getting, it feels kind of forced, and I feel like a lot of people that's going around saying that this season is terrible, I feel like they regurgitating the same talking points. You know what I'm saying? Like they regurgitating the same talking points. They try to get views. You know what I'm saying? They try to sound smart, and it's just like you can tell it's just regurgitated. You know what I'm saying? Cause people be pretending that the first two seasons of Euphoria didn't get criticism too. Like people act like the first two seasons was just perfect. I mean, the first two seasons, people was bitching about the first two seasons about they're glorifying sex and they're showing teenagers in a provocative way and they're exploiting teenagers, even though the actors on the show were adults playing teenagers like Zendaya and all of them. Like the first two seasons was getting flack for how they were portraying, high school and shit. So it's like people act like this show didn't get hate from the beginning, but like, yeah, I don't understand the hate that this season is getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't. And I think some of the criticism too, like people were mad that Nate's character from the first two seasons, he went from being intimidating, like an intimidating high school bully, to him being bitched out by the Armenians, because he owes the Armenians money and shit. Now I think my only critique with how they doing Nate this season, I kind of wish. I mean, I haven't watched the rest of the episodes. I mean, I already kind of got spoiled. I mean, I already got spoiled for some of the shit, cause mind you, I had no plans watching this shit. So I already done kind of got spoiled and shit, but like, I will say the only criticism I have with his character, I kind of wish they would at least let him defend himself. Like, come on, man. Like, how you go from being a high school and intimidation to, you just don't do nothing. You let these Armenians beat you. I mean, I get it. You owe them money and shit, but like, goddamn, you ain't gonna put up a fight, nigga. Like, you don't let these niggas bitch you. Like, come on, man. I think that's my only critique with how they did his character, but I feel like for the most part it's realistic because in high school, people gotta understand the shit that you do in high school. That shit is not gonna translate in the real world. In the real world, like all that high school shit that you used to get away doing, like that shit is not gonna fly when you get in the real world. So I think it's a very, very realistic portrayal. I don't think it's a mistake. I think it's a very, very realistic portrayal. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't got no issues with it. But I do plan on finishing the rest of the season, and right now I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, I'm liking the direction where this is going. Who knows? Maybe things may change later on, and I can kind of see why people shitted on this season. But right now, at this junction, I don't see no issues with this shit. That being said.